Hello, all you dragons, dinos, demons, weebs, and of course, portal masters. I am Speed Fury, and today is a brand new Transformers review. This is Studio Series Deluxe Class Blurr. And I've been meaning to get this figure for a long time, but I haven't gotten around to it because I have been doing other stuff, like buying Legos and things like that. But, as you can see, this is his robot mode. But before we get on to that, let's do the box. So, as far as the box is concerned, it's pretty much like any other Studio Series box. We have the picture of Blurr, little 86 right there. He is an Autobot, as always. I don't understand. Unless it's a... Well, I guess technically he's an Autobot in the Shattered Glass too, but... Anyway, it's for 8+. I highly doubt that. Because a little kid would not be able to transform this that easily. We have Transformers right there. Another Autobot insignia. We have Blurr on the side right there. We have Blurr on the other side right there. We have the back showing off his vehicle mode, as well as his robot mode. And we have his little display thing in there. And that's pretty much it for the box. Now let's get along to Blurr. He comes with, of course, his blaster, and I think this is a welding torch. I'm not sure. It's either a welding torch or a gas can, one of the two. He's got a little horn thing he's got a little unicorn thingy that he always has. He doesn't have much back kibble, which I rather like. I like that he has also these little arm things right here. They look kind of like blades, like Glades blades from Pokemon. We have, well, this is actually a very good, well done figure. He's not that clunky. He doesn't have a lot of kibble like anywhere, except for on his arms, but that doesn't bug me, like I've said. His legs, there's a little space right here, but that don't bother me. I do like how close they got this to the actual G1 version. I actually like this figure a lot. Color, a lot of blue and white. Just a lot of blue and white. Also, he has light piping. So yeah, you can look at his light piping if you want to. One thing I always took notice about with Blurr was that he turned into another version of RC's vehicle mode, but it actually had no wheels, so it hovered instead of flied. I mean, it hovered instead of drove. I said flied. I thought that was pretty cool when I watched for the first time. Also, I loved Blurr the instant he started speaking in the '86 movie, when he started talking like really fast. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, that's like kind of all I have to say about the robot mode. The robot mode's pretty good overall. So, also, he is compatible with blast effects on his gun. It's not as easy to put the blast effects on there, but you can get him on there. And his welding torch also can be compatible sometimes, if it's not being difficult. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the transformation, shall we? So first thing we want to do, take his little windshield thing, just rotate that around, just like that. And then we go right here. This part's a little bit hard, but it shouldn't be too hard to deal with. You just take your fingernail, get it right in there. I have a lack of fingernails, and that's what I get for biting them. And then you just pull that to right there. And that is going to be the seat for his vehicle mode, because he is a convertible. Now, we take his little backpack thing, unclip it, and we just put that over his head. And you want this piece right here, this little very edge, to go on top of that. I mean, to go under that. Just like that. There's pretty much the front of the car. Now, next, we want to mess with his arms. What we do is we take these little things right here and bring them over. You want to kind of open these up a little bit to make it easier. And just put that in there like that. Now, we're going to take this part and rotate it this way. Just like that. And then we'll do the same thing with the other side. Put that up like that. And rotate his arm that way. By the way, this arm will only go 180 degrees in either left or right. It'll go that way and that far, or it'll go that far. It won't go any farther than that, so don't try to. And I just accidentally closed up his seats. Get back into place, you stupid thing. There we go. No, I almost did it again. Okay, now let's take his arms and we're gonna just put them up like this. And we're just gonna leave those there for a second. Just gonna have it just like that and leave that there. Now we go to his legs. And what we want to do is we want to actually unclip the front part of his foot and just bring it out like that on both of them. Just like that. And now we take his feet, and the feet rotate like that on both of them. And then we take his little antenna thing, we bring that out so that it's facing outwards like this. Now this part's actually pretty hard to do, but what you want to do is you want to get this little, here, one second, this little slide thing right here, this little tab, and this little peg to go into here, and also slide on top of that. You can't just like push it in, you actually have to slide it on top. So what you want to do is you actually want to rotate, you want to kind of like sort of put this in there, but also try and get the other piece to slide in, just like that. It's not too hard once you get the hang of it, but it is hard when you first start doing it. But other than that, you shouldn't have too much problems with it. Now what you want to do is you want to flip it over and take this part and pull it all the way over, just like that, so it sits on so it kind of sits like there. And there's like the back of the car right there. Now, you want to take this. Actually, no, you want to move the arms out of the way now. Wait, now you take the arms. There we go. That part's a little bit hard, but you want to take those arms and you want to unpeg them from where they are right now. And now you take these things. And these ones are a bit hard to move too. There we go. Rotate that up like that. And do the same with the other one on the other side. Okay, you want those just like that. Now you might want to move the legs just a little bit out of the way. And then you take this part, and this is where the feet come into handy. So you want this little part right here of the foot, this part sticking out, this little round / flat part. You want that to actually go inside this little slot right there, a little slot where the dark blue is. Just also, there is another hole right here. You can see that right there, and there's a clip right here that you want that to go in on both of the legs. So just like that. And it should sit firmly there. And then you take the little clips that are, these little things that are sticking up right here on the feet, and you clip them into this little slot right here on this part of the arm thing, or the shoulder, I guess. Just like that. And then you repeat this process with the exact same, with the other foot. There we go. Okay, there's that part done. Now, we need to flip this over again, and we come to his arms again. What you're going to do, you're going to slide this back, and if you can see that little tab right there, this little one right there, and this one here, along with this one. This one's also another one of those things where you kind of have to apply the slide / clip-in thing, where you kind of want this to be like that, and slide that in, and then push the other one in. The middle one needs to go in last, because it'll make it a lot easier for you. There we go. And slide this in. And there we have Blurr in his vehicle mode. And I forgot I don't really know what his vehicle mode's called. Does it say on the box? It does not. But when you have it like this, there is a bit of baggage underneath, but that doesn't really bug me, because then you can actually give it if you're using an animation or stop motion, you can actually make it look like it's floating. And it actually looks pretty cool. So now we get to where the weapon storage goes. And there's not very many ports on him to put this. Actually, there's not any. But you flip it over like this, and you'll see this little thing right here. You put this part of the gun, this part right here, on top of that, just like that. And then you take this, and there's two little ports on either side of this, and you slide this over the top of that. And there's the weapon storage, I guess. It's not very glamorous, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. And for his vehicle mode, I gotta say, this vehicle mode is awesome. It is still kind of like RC's vehicle mode, but, you know, with no wheels and blue, so it looks like he's being a hover car. But that doesn't really bug me. I think this one's actually a lot more cooler than the other vehicle modes that my characters have. It's got the antenna on back of here, even though the antenna ends up somewhere else when it's in vehicle mode. I mean robot mode. But yeah, all I can say is this is a really solid vehicle mode, and I really do like it. For ranking purposes, I give this a 9.5 out of 10, because this is like a really cool vehicle. This is a really cool vehicle, and it's an even cooler robot. Also, really easy to animate. I've tried doing animations for it, and I will be uploading an animation on Blurr a little bit later. But now that we have that out of the way, I will be uploading a stop motion video of this later today. And if you guys enjoyed this review, like and subscribe, because we are trying to reach 50 subscribers as a milestone, and it's really not that hard. It's free to do, and it's just a simple click of the button. Just take your time. Just press the button. This is not the button. Press the button.